What is up, you guys? It's your favorite tarot reader, and I am back with another read. Okay, period. I am taking personal readings, you guys. You can cash out me at Moneysign Caprice Cooks. You can also email me or Apple Pay me at capricecooks@icloud.com. I work on energy. Energy is fluid, so this could be about you. This could be about a person that you're thinking about, or anybody thinking about you. Okay, also time is the illusion, so this could be about the past, the present, or the future, but somehow it's affecting you right now, okay? Alright, y'all, I know I've been gone. Alright, and this is a message for my Taurus, so let's go ahead and get started, okay? It is 1:18 and it is 7:46. Feel free to look up any angel numbers mentioned in this video, okay? Spirit guides, ascended master, so family, twin flame family, please be here with me at this time, helping me receive a message to deliver to my Taurus from March 1st through the 7th, okay? And period. Alright, so right away, I feel like something is blossoming, something that you have been waiting to come into fruition. It's kind of like you created this opportunity for yourself. It's kind of like you finally got the fuck up off your ass. Like you've been listening to the signs, you've been hearing spirit. I feel like somebody is definitely like hearing God, talking to God, seeing spirits, just kind of like noticing shit around the house, noticing like just like y'all, I found these pants today and I've been looking for these for like 2 months, and today they were just lightly placed on top of the pile, and I'm just like, I've been looking for these, and it was kind of like spirit knew what the fuck I wanted to wear, like, period. So I feel like you're gonna be noticing like little shit like that. I feel like you're gonna be noticing God communicating with you. And if you're not into that and you just come for the tarot readings and you just like the shit about what's going on in your life, I feel like maybe you going on a spiritual journey and you don't know it's this, or maybe it's just kind of like you've been seeing numbers a lot, or you've been seeing all the different shows you watch have all the same kind of themes, like shit like that, right? It's a lot going on, so I hope y'all can hear me. I got music going on right here. Kamaya is watching TV up in there. Like, it's a lot going on in my background, you know. But yeah, I feel like somebody is getting congratulated for something. Like somebody is like, okay, somebody got rescued from something, like rescued from a bad situation. This could have been a toxic situation, a toxic relationship. So a man could be rescuing you. You could be getting saved. You could be moving into a new relationship that you need to surrender to. You could have to move countries for this person, move to a different town for this person, a different city. It's like, how far can you go? I'm gonna pause this because Kamaya's music is very loud. But it's kind of like, how far will you go? Right? I feel like it's kind of like somebody is looking for companionship. Somebody is looking for a friend. Somebody is looking for somebody they can spend time with, just be passionate about. And I don't necessarily think it's all about a relationship. I feel like it's about all areas of life. Like you want a best friend, you want a business partner, you know, you want a spiritual person who can talk to you about the spiritual shit. Like it's kind of like you want a nigga beach. Like you want everything. I feel like also there could be like some type of art showcase or some type of like career fair or something that you're trying to like get a handout from, or this could be you asking for a shout out or something like that. It's 120 that equal 3. Thank you, Ascended Masters. You got the Capricorn card here, so a lot of earth energy. I feel like you're very grounded, Taurus. I feel like this is you grounding yourself in what it is that you want, especially regarding your career, your business plans. I feel like you need to sit yourself down and start manifesting like the steps in order to make this business come true, or in order to make this business come into fruition. I feel like you need to surrender to the unknown. It's kind of like you might be scared, you might be a little bit weary of what's to come, of, you know, what God got for you if you gonna get there. And it's kind of like, I feel like God is telling you, like, what you've been seeing in your dreams is coming into fruition. The man of your dreams is coming. The dream job that you've been searching for and hoping for, I feel like your destiny is coming. Like, I feel like your destiny is here. Matter of fact, I feel like God is letting you know that, like, everything that you've been intimately like putting your hands into, like, you know, investing your time in, it's gonna pay off. Like your investments, whatever you putting your money into, like this is like, if you put money into how you look, it's gonna pay off when it comes to your confidence. If you put in money into your business, is gonna pay off with the amount of clients that you have. If you put in money into your products, it's gonna be reflective on how many people buy your products. I feel like you needed to look at yourself in the mirror and be like, damn bitch, I got this shit. 33 thank you, in the masters. Like, I feel like somebody is needing to appreciate their parents, like appreciate the hardships that they've been through. Also, if somebody was adopted, if somebody was orphaned, I feel like you need to appreciate the fact that your parents gave you up instead of holding a grudge towards them, especially if they're trying to reach out to you. because your life wouldn't even be what it is. Even if it was hard, like, you wouldn't be watching this video right now. You wouldn't have transformed into this butterfly. You know, you wouldn't have no pain to turn into art, to turn into your craft with the 6th house here. Somebody could have Gemini in their 6th house. I feel like somebody is needing to transform how they think about their art. It's kind of like maybe you're not seeing the fact that God really gave you this gift. 122, thank you, it's in the Masters. Like 5, change, abundance. You know, this is like God's gift to you. This is God's promise to you. How you was going to make your coins here on earth. You know, what you was going to bring to this earth. What you was going to give to your collective of people that you know, help in a sense. It's kind of like it's time to start relating to people. It's time to start telling people your story because you are relatable. You know, you do have compassion for people because you have a reason to. You've been through things enough to know that you need to love all people, you know, to be kind to people. And also, this is kind of like not me mugging people and just being rude to people on the street and just having a bad aura and a bad energy, because you never know what somebody else is going through. 555, thank you, it's in the Masters. So somebody else could be going through a tower moment and you could be sent to that gas station to help that person, but lo and behold, you got an attitude and now you just made that person day worse because they don't know why the fuck you got an attitude with them. Now they thinking there's something wrong with them because they already have low confidence or low self-esteem. So it's kind of like you have to transform your thoughts. You have to transform your perception, how you do things, how you see people, you know, how you navigate this world, how you allow people to see you and what you want people to see in you, right? I feel like you gotta act like a boss. You gotta move like a boss. You cannot just be coming out the house looking crazy, not doing your hair, wearing motherfucking slippers, and wearing your bonnet. Like, it's 33, thank you, it's in the Masters. It's not time for that no more. People are noticing you. People know exactly who you are. Literally, I was in the laundromat the other day, and people kept saying, like, that's her, that's her, that's her. And I'm just like, hey, like, what's up? Like, you know, like, it's kind of just like, this is like people seeing your light. And even if it wasn't like with me, like, they recognize me, and even if they probably wasn't even talking about me, they could have been talking about something on their phone. But I feel like God wanted me to hear that, to manifest that for myself, to know that I am being recognized, to know that all eyes are on me. 707, thank you, it's in the Masters. So that I need to make sure that I'm doing what I have to do and that I'm being of love and light because I am an example. You guys are an example. Y'all probably don't know it, but just y'all coworkers are watching y'all, how y'all work, how y'all move, y'all energy, you know, y'all vibe, y'all aura, y'all essence about yourself, y'all work ethic. Like, people are noticing y'all, people in the work community, people in y'all spiritual community, people in y'all just community in general. If you live in a small town, I feel like people is just noticing y'all, like, period. People just noticing y'all efforts. People are just noticing that the fact that y'all putting in that hard work, you know, regardless of what it looks like on the outside. Oh, I don't have everything that everybody else have. I don't have this luxury home. I'm not living in a upstairs, downstairs, or I'm not, you know, I got 5 kids in a 2-bedroom, or, you know, my kids gotta live like this, or my kids gotta live like that, or I'm broke this but my bills is paid. It's kind of like you need to stop looking at everybody else and kind of focus on the fruits of your own labor. You know, this is kind of like paying attention to only you, paying attention to what you got going on, not really worrying about what everybody else got, not really worrying about how their step 10 looks, because their step 10 could be your step 1 or your step 100. Like, you never fucking know. Like, I feel like it's so important to not put yourself in other people's shoes, because other people can't walk in yours. It's kind of like nobody been through what you've been through. So even if it's taking you a little bit of longer time, maybe you went through more shit. Or maybe you didn't go through as much as them. Maybe you don't got as much drive as them. Maybe you don't got as much shit to be running away from to get towards your goal that they do. Like, you never know what people's story is. So it's time to stop comparing yourself. It's time to stop looking at other people and thinking like, oh, what do they have that I don't have with this mystery card here? This is like looking into the unknown. It's kind of like the same people that you looking up to, they looking up to you. Just because they have materialistic shit don't mean they can have spiritual peace. You know, it doesn't mean that they have spiritual love and abundance in their heart. Like, yeah, they got money, but so what? A lot of people got money. Donald Trump got money. Like, you know, it's kind of just like, that doesn't mean that people have a peace of mind. It doesn't mean that people, like, heart is pure and genuine. And it doesn't mean that they're bad people. It can mean that they want to heal, but they looking up to you like, damn, like, I wish I had that love. I wish I had that confidence. I wish I didn't have to wear makeup like her. You know, I wish I could just come to work looking crazy like that and just love myself because of it, right? It's kind of just like people looking up to you and you don't understand that. Like, you don't know that they looking up to you, but they are. You know, this is you needing to look at yourself in the mirror and realize that you have balanced yourself out. You have had the dumbbells. You have been working out in the gym. You have been doing what you have to do. Don't be hard on yourself. Don't be down on yourself. Don't be telling yourself that it's too hard and you can't get this motherfucking rock up this hill, because you can't. Because you can. I feel like this is you needing to look in the mirror more, needing to appreciate yourself, needing to love yourself, needing to appreciate the looks that you have. The body that you have, the money that you have, the home that you have, the car that you have, the shoes, shit, the food, the name brand of food that you have, shit, I don't know. Like, it's just like, if you doing something and somebody else doing that shit too, don't ever get discouraged. Because at the end of the day, it's enough money in this world for everybody. It's enough resources for everybody. Everything in this world is plentiful. Anything that we want in this world, we can manifest that shit easily. 44, thank you, Ascended Master. So don't ever think for 1 second that just because somebody else is doing what you doing, that your shit not gonna be successful, and that you're not gonna have abundance, and that you're not gonna have success in whatever it is that you're doing. Because can't nobody stop what's for you. Ain't nobody just like you. Don't nobody bring to the table exactly what you bring to the table. That one little bullying that happened in 3rd grade is gonna make you, you know, able to connect with 1111, thank you, Spirit, people who have been bullied. You know, 12811, thank you, Ascended Masters, and 757 equals 73, thank you, Ascended Masters, equal 10. Period. Completions. This is putting end into cycles of not feeling good enough, feeling like you lacking some shit, like you don't got enough of some shit, but you got everything God wants you to have. You got everything you need. 33, thank you, Ascended Masters. Like, God got you. And anytime you feel in lack, you need to tell yourself, like, I have knowledge, so how am I in lack? If I have knowledge about why I'm going through what I'm going through, I can turn that knowledge into appreciation. That appreciation that I have for myself just created wealth in my jar, just created abundance for me, because God knows that I'm appreciative. And just because of that, I'm gifted. Just because of that appreciation, I'm blessed. You know, this is you needing to change your whole perspective about how you see being intimate with yourself. This is you taking that time to spend time with yourself, to love on yourself, to take those spiritual baths, to be deep into meditation, to do your hobby, to do what it is that you love, to spend time on your craft. Taking that time for yourself is ultimately going to bring those assets in. It's ultimately investing in yourself is going to bring in investments. It's going to bring in money. It's going to bring in cash. It's going to bring in abundance. 33, thank you, Ascended Masters. Yeah. Alright, let's get some ancestor messages. So, y'all, I noticed one thing. Y'all was not fucking with the ancestor messages. So, I decided that I'm going to do ancestor messages in all the sign readings. So, if y'all wondering why I had been late and why I hadn't been doing videos, I was getting downloads. I was sick. I was dealing with my own stuff. So, it was just kind of like, sis. And I was getting downloads about how I want to start doing my readings. Like I said, I want to start putting the angel messages in all of these, and the ancestor messages in all of these, because I feel like y'all need them. I feel like the collective and like the spiritual community needs to switch it up a little bit, which I have been noticing all of the tarot readers have been doing. It's less about these relationships and what's going on in the 3D, and it's more so what's going on in the 5D and how it can help us ascend here on the 3D, right? Alright, so let's go ahead and see. Ancestors, what messages do y'all have for us? Spirit guides, Ascended Masters, soul family, twin flame family. Please be here with me at this time, helping me receive a message to deliver to my Taurus from March 1st through the 7th. Alright, so we got springtime. Springtime. Blooming, blossoming, flowers, blooming, growing. This is you growing your business, growing a relationship, growing flowers. Somebody is getting a green thumb this spring. Somebody is like moving to where they have a big backyard. Somebody is starting off with like house plants. For sure, like watching videos on it, like trying to be like, somebody is a botanist. I'm hearing that movie like How High, where he was like, he was growing weed and shit, but he was also like very, very intelligent, and people like downplay his wits and his intelligence. And then he ended up with the girl because everybody wanted to underestimate him. I feel like that's y'all. I feel like a lot of people underestimate y'all because y'all a weed head, because y'all do drugs, or because y'all drink, or because y'all spiritual, or because you drink lean, you pop the little pills. I don't know what you do. I feel like somebody mama got an addiction to some pills and they not saying nothing. And they trying to spring into action. They trying to help them. They trying to do intervention. 39, thank you, Ascended Masters. And it's just kind of like nobody is really saying nothing. So you as a child is just kind of like, look, y'all want to bounce around the subject and I'm not finna do that. I'm not no motherfucking rabbit, bitch. What's up? We need to talk. I know what the fuck you doing. And it's just kind of like maybe you turning your mom into your project. Maybe you turning a loved one into a project. This don't have to this could be your significant other. Somebody that you're intimate with the 8th house and intimacy here. This could be somebody this could be an ex that now you're best friends with or now you're just friends with. And it's kind of just like you want to spring into action and help them out because you can relate. Maybe y'all used to be junkies together. Maybe y'all used to kick it together. And you're needing to surrender to maybe being their sponsor or something like that. I'm also hearing like no new relationships when you're healing. Somebody could also be meeting somebody at like a grief group or something like that. I'm seeing that show. What is it called? Good Trouble. I'm hearing the name Mariana. So I feel like this is betrayal. This is betraying family. So somebody, I feel like a junkie could have been like stealing from their family or something like that. Like stealing, like, I don't know. And it's just kind of like somebody is like coming home and it's kind of like somebody is scared. It's kind of like, I feel like Spirit is telling you to be the light when this person from jail comes home. I feel like they're telling you to kind of like understand that people do change. Understand that this person has went through a transformation. You have 2 butterflies right here. You have a moth one though. This one looks like a moth and this one looks all bright and vibrant. I feel like this person was in a dark place, but God always had like a purpose for them. You could definitely be dealing with the Gemini. I feel like there's a lot of conflicts between these people. There's a lot of conflicts between family members. In the springtime, it feels kind of like a lot of arguing. It feels like somebody is being intimate with people in the house. It feels like you hearing somebody have sex. It's like an upstairs downstairs situation or something like that. I'm also seeing like glycerin. Somebody could be putting that in their dreadlocks. 33, thank you, Ascended Masters. 133, and it is 803 equal 11, thank you, Ascended Masters. So somebody is definitely coming up with some new products. Somebody is giving birth to their dreams, honey, period. This is my Empress card. I know this is not the Empress card in this deck, but this is my Empress card. This is giving birth to your dreams. With the Taurus card here, the bombshell, somebody could definitely be getting pregnant. More butterflies, giving birth, transformation. There might be a death in the family, but there also might be a birth. Somebody could be finding out that somebody in the family is pregnant. I watched the movie Soul Food the other day, not last night, but the other night. Just bought myself smoking a blunt, and I'm just like, damn, like it's so much spiritual shit in this movie that I didn't catch years ago, right? So this is kind of like you going back to your roots, going back and kicking it with your family members, your grandmas, your uncles, your cousins, your sister, brothers, whoever. It's kind of just like, kick it with your people, get to know your people, spend time with your peoples. I feel like this is you needing to kind of just surrender to earth, surrender to the fact that, like, even if you don't vibe with your ancestors, even if you don't vibe with the people in your family, even if you don't vibe with your elders, I feel like this is you needed to just appreciate the fact that they brought you here, that they served a purpose in your life mission. Hello, and then my child runs up in here. Thank you, Ascended Masters. Yes.
Mommy, it's cute.
You are cute, baby, period. Hello, you beautiful.
Yeah, I'm Anna.
Yeah. No, you Elsa. You can be Anna if you want to. Y'all, I bought her Frozen 2 today. And she up in there watching. She up in there singing her little heart out. And it's crazy because I never watched Frozen, but I was watching a little bit of it with her. And the song she kept going to on YouTube was, I can hear the voices and I try to ignore them. And Kamaya always, like, when I be talking to her, sometimes she'll just be like, she'll hurry up and look real fast. And I'm like, what did you see? What did you see? She's like, nothing. And I'm like, girl, yes, you did. Like, I don't know what's wrong with you. Like, why you feel like you gotta be a secretive? Oh, I've also been channeling spies. Somebody could be spying on you. Or it could be like, somebody could be a secret spy. Like, somebody could be trying to talk to you and they could be friends with somebody that you used to talk to, or it could be like somebody is in the Secret Service. Somebody could be a spy. Somebody could be meeting a spy, and this is why they nigga don't be talking to them a lot. But they really feeling you. They really want to be intimate with you. But it's like they don't want to. They spiritual, so they don't want to have no strings attached to you, knowing that they a spy and they maybe can't commit to you. With the fire guardian, ignite your passion. 33, thank you, Ascended Master. You ignite this person's passion, though. It's kind of like this person could have a lot of tattoos. I'm seeing Maui. This could be a demigod. Somebody could be calling on a demigod. Somebody could be calling on Oshun. Or the Orishas, just for like guidance for sexual femininity. Somebody could be like masturbate, my baby up in there, but like masturbating and thinking of you, and that kind of like brings them in sexually. They could be thinking about having a, oh my god, this is nasty. I'm not saying this is nasty, but it's kind of freaky. But I feel like somebody is like dreaming about impregnating you. Like somebody having dreams about you being pregnant. The high priest, intending, create, like with this falcon here, I don't know what the falcon means. 222, thank you, Ascended Masters, but that's my first time ever thinking of a falcon. And I wouldn't normally say an eagle, but I just looked at that and I heard falcon. So look that up. You could be a Falcons fan. But yeah, but with these leaves up in her hair, I feel like this is like skin, like somebody is getting like a palm reading. I'm also seeing like branches and shit. Y'all, there was a dead mouse outside on my doorstep. And I'm like, why is there, like, what is they trying to tell me? Like, what's going on? And they said that it could mean, like, no longer needing that spirit animal anymore. Like, it going on to bigger and better things. And it's kind of just like with the elders here. Maybe that was one of my elders who was letting me know, like, okay, I have passed some kind of test. And now, like, okay, a newer spirit guide will be coming to you. A new ancestor will be coming to you. You know, you have upgraded. I feel like somebody is getting new markings. Somebody getting some new markings. Somebody getting their wings is getting bigger. Somebody's wings is changing colors. A bird just flew across my window. I hope y'all saw the shadow. Thank you, Ascended Masters. Confirmation 1:38 p.m. Thank you, Ascended Masters. 33. Thank you, Ascended Masters. Period. Listen, shapeshifter. What I say? Somebody is passing on who lived here, and I don't know why I sound so excited, but somebody in your family is like passing away to like help you spiritually. And I know I should not be excited, but I'm excited for them because they get to go back to God. Like they get to go like and go fulfill a whole new mission. And I'm not even saying that like they gonna ascend like and go 222, thank you to the masters, and go home to Zion. Like I'm not saying they finna just be Ascended Masters. They now are ancestors, so now they get to be spiritual guides, so now they get the help from the other side. And I still feel like that's a blessing. You know, they get to come back as animals. They get to come back as, I just heard somebody got some pests in their house. I feel like those your ancestors. I feel like if one of y'all got mice in your house, those are your ancestors. And it's kind of like you killing them off, but it's time. 33, thank you, Ascended Masters. I feel like it's time. I feel like you're going into a new cycle in your life where you come into a completion where it's like, I don't need this habit anymore. I love myself enough to want to be clean, or I love myself enough to want to take care of my home. I love myself enough to appreciate the home that God has gifted me with. I love myself enough to appreciate my fortune. I love myself enough to appreciate my legacy. I love myself enough to, you know, I don't know, whatever, but I feel like somebody is needing to spend a lot of time with their mother or their grandmother. I'm gonna go see my grandma today, but somebody is needing to spend a lot of time with like their peoples. I never thought about that, but a lot of people like don't spend a lot of time with old people. I feel like I'm seeing the show Shameless, so maybe y'all watch Shameless, but I feel like it's a sense of like doing old people hair or I want to figure out if there's something in my city where I can like go kick it with some old people. You know, I feel like there's a sense of like needing to talk to somebody that's older. I feel like the conversations that you have with these people be real deep. I feel like every single thing that these people say to you be meaningful in some type of way. I feel like these people are giving you guidance. I feel like these people are helping you with your situation. These people are giving you guidance, and even the ones who are negative, I feel like you still hear the God in them. You still know that God is bringing them to you to help you realize something about yourself or about your situation. God is teaching you patience. God is teaching you love. You know, God is teaching you not to hide yourself from others, to let yourself be free, to howl at the moon, to ask for those answers, to connect with her, to connect with whoever you believe God to be, but to connect with Source. You know, to stargaze, to look up at the star. I feel like somebody spends a lot of time up at night looking at the stars, thinking about the stars, or spending a lot of time on their phone trying to figure something out, trying to figure out which direction to go in. You know, trying to figure out how to trade energy in the best way possible. You know, this is no longer being at oppositions with yourself. This is choosing your path and knowing that it's not, you are not broken. Just because you have been through things, it does not make you damaged. It does not make you a bad person. And you have people who want to run after you. You have ancestors and guides who are literally scurrying at your feet. For some of y'all really got to clean your house. It's kind of like God can take something away from you instantly. And I feel like God has done that from you when you didn't appreciate your home. God has snatched it away from you. And I feel like that caused a lot of turmoil. I feel like for some of you, you moved away from a home, but y'all took a lot of that energy with you. So couches, furniture, clothes. Y'all are needing to spring clean. Y'all needing to clean your whole house. Y'all need to dust your house. Y'all allergies have been messing up your sinuses, your asthma. I feel like you've been wheezing. I feel like a lot of dry coughing. I feel like this is God trying to bring those toxins up, trying to bring that phlegm up until you clean your house out. Get some sage, get some crystals, you know, make sure that your house is a safe haven for you. Make sure that your house is your happy place. You know, and I never do my cards like this. I didn't even mean to. Now they came out looking all crazy. But I feel like it was necessary, you know. The star ancestor. Where'd it go? Right here. You know, I feel like it's a sense of kind of like your ancestors is telling you, like, look to the stars. I'm hearing Woody. With the Empress. With the Empress. The fruits of your labor. It's kind of like you've been working hard for this. You've been praying to God to bring your family back together, to make things okay, to bring your house back here. It's kind of like if you lost your house, if you was homeless, if you was on the street with another bird here. High Priestess with the third eye. Your third eye is being awakened. You could be dealing with the Aquarius. See from a higher perspective. This is needed to get a better view of things. Ask God about it. If you don't know, if you're confused, come on, you got my keys. Don't lose my keys. 812. Thank you, Ascended Masters. 83 143 equal 8 abundance. Thank you, God. You know, this is finding. I got the keys. I got the keys to the Maybach. Somebody buying a new car. Somebody is setting their standards higher for what it is that they want. You know. Just having epiphanies about what it is that they want. Appreciating the things that they have. You know, this is seeing the new things that are coming into their life and being like, damn, I'm so happy. 144, thank you, Ascended Masters. Being like, damn, I'm so appreciative. Damn, I'm so grateful. Damn, I'm so lucky. Right? Alright, Taurus, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, I am taking personal readings. You guys can cash at me at money sign Caprice Cooks. You can also email me or Apple Pay me at capricecooks@icloud.com. You alright? I'm out of here.